Hey, howdy, hi, hello, hola, привет, bonjour, guten tag, what is up, Vikings? How goes it? How's your guys' weekend going? How was your rage or fury? Hopefully good. We came in first place in Ret. Was nice. Was fun. Um, Welcome to my Sunday hangout where I will also be playing Battle for the Light today. Whew, man. hopefully your guys' week has been good. Ours has been relatively interesting. Um, it's been fun. It's been a nice week. It has been extremely hot here the last like 4 days. So hopefully you guys have had some nice weather. Ours has been kind of nuts. Hello, Dish. What's up? So real quick, member shout out. Okay. Boomer, Moxie, Abby, Cats, Modib, Snowman TG, and Yellow. Thank you guys for your continued support and memberships on the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Amber and I both greatly appreciate it. Okay, let me get boosted here. Goodness gracious. Have you guys played Battle for the Light today? I mean, I see some of you have. Baquette's stealing achievements. Joking. I'm joking. Oh, man. Ooh, Yellow. You should. Yeah, you should. Holy cow, man. Like swimming. You're swimming in the light. Whoo, gracious. I have no idea how well I'm going to do today. So, just FYI, I don't normally like stream Battle for the Light. So, we'll see how this goes. I haven't played an entire round for a good little bit. So, hello, Platroy. What's up, BMR? Only 47 done? Man. Only 47 done. I don't know how many of mine are done. Let me see. I have 80 out of 120. I think I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 at 10. Rest are all fairly abysmal. the Vikings version the Vikings version of a molar extraction. Oh wow. Man. Hello, legendary. We'll see how well I do. I don't have like high hopes. I just really don't. I'm just being realistic. Most of these times, like I log on, I go to Battle for the Light, I score, and I come home. So, like, I have no idea how well Battle for the Light's gonna be today. We'll find out together. Oh, I just got to remember, don't swear. This is one of those events that like brings out the swearing in me drastically. Oh Lord. Let me see. I got everything. I think so. Okay. Here we go. I also probably need to redo my sets, but yeah. Who has time for that? Lord God Almighty. I knew I forgot something. Good God. Oh. Lord. Honestly, like, I don't see me maxing the achievements. I just don't see it happening. I really just don't. Just being like extremely realistic about that. I don't see me maxing the Battle for Light achievements at all. Um, like they are right up there for me, with like among the strongest in King of the North. In all honesty, but I mean, like when I get them, I get them. That's just kind of how I roll with that. I don't stress them. There's enough other stuff in this game to like stress about. Be honest. Uh, I start sending off troop types. Good lord, man. So the matchups, I've talked a little bit about this before. The matchups for Battle for the Light are really kind of odd. They don't necessarily follow any pattern that most of us can see. Um, Battle for Light matchups tend to, I think, honestly, they are more like home gang matchups. Hello. I think that really it depends on the number of participants in an hour or in the time slots that you fill up first. And then, like, obviously, we don't know what the other criteria is for that, but it seems to be like the time slots factor into the major component. And then, after, of course, time slots comes in, God only knows what else. Like, I can say almost positively that I do not think that I don't think that like palace level influence, etc., factors into it, just because there seems to be a big discrepancy for some that on who they get matched with. I've seen like, I mean, it's like me getting maxed or matched with Game Ender. Like, I don't know what exactly qualifies that as a decent matchup, but it happens. It happens more than most of us would like to honestly admit. Um, I don't really understand how Battle for Light matchups could be done differently to make it more cohesive. Um, I feel like the matchups could be better, but at the same time, like I'm not entirely certain what exactly would need to change in order for that to happen, as we don't know what the matching criteria is. The matchups are just kind of like a little hectic. Um, they seem to be a little like random. So I'm not entirely certain what exactly they go for. They could give time slots with palace limits, but I mean that's not the way this rolls. I honestly have no idea what is seen as a like fair and justifiable matchup. Um, just because, like, pure factor wise, we don't know everything that factors into it, and it seems like the randomness is what like relatively keeps it going. I mean, some of the matchups would be like me getting faced with or me getting matched with Detroit. Like, I love you, dude, but you will mop the floor with me. And I already know. I'm not even angry about it. Like, just like pure realistics about it. To be honest, it matchups are just really odd. They don't necessarily follow an order that you think they would. So, for the love of Jesus, can you guys walk faster? Ooh. I don't know why that's flagged, but it shouldn't be. Man, there are matchups I go into that I'm like, okay, this is gonna be decent. Like, I have high hopes for this. And then it turns out completely and absolutely horrid. So, I mean, I don't know. There's just weird stuff that happens. Yes, but like the matchups, like they even stated when Battle for the Light came out that that they even stated when Battle for the Light came out that the matchups we could see Palace level 39s facing Palace level 40s. So like the matchups just make almost no sense. There is no like it does not follow, it seems, normal like league precedence. With the update that got slightly better, I think. Like the last couple of Battle for the Lights that I've actually played, um, were fairly close matchup wise than the ones previous. So it's like I feel like when the T9 update came out, they did do a little bit better balancing like the palace levels out and stuff, but I feel like it's just not quite there yet. And again, like we don't know if like oh, well hey, yeah, go for it, man. Um like I feel like but that's like almost anything. At this point and stage in the game, there is almost anything that could absolutely make a huge difference in not only matchups, but also like the way the events are presented, if that makes any sense at all. It seems like the randomness is just kind of lost. Most of us do not enjoy the random um, craziness. At least I don't. I know some people that are like, well, I really like it random and I like not knowing. I would at least like some strategic control of who I'm potentially going to face. Um, that's just me personally. This round is complete and absolutely horrid. Why? I don't know. I generally thoroughly enjoy and like the game, to be honest. Um I like the community. Like I like being able to get on a stream and hang out with you guys. Um of course, I mean there's the proxy community as well. And I really enjoy the strategic sense of it. I just feel like there could be some tweaks. But it's gonna be that way with like any game you play. I mean, um it's like the whole thing of well, people pay to win. Well, any online massive multiplayer real-time strategy game is going to be or is going to have a pay aspect to it. Now like whether the course of that pay aspect affects all players or it groups the paying players together is entirely different. But every massive multiplayer online game has some sort of pay aspect to it. That's just like immutable. That will not ever change. It does not matter if it's Polarium or if it's like various other companies. The way like online gaming works is that hello, it is going, I suppose. Oh man, Um, but I feel like, I mean, and again, this is like any online game. There are tweaks that could be made that make it slightly less unbalanced, I guess I should say. Like, I think that is like just the best way I can put that. Um, I feel like but again, like I said, that's any massive multiplayer online game. It's not just Vikings. Um, so I don't know. There's always going to be something to complain about as well. So keep that in mind. Oh man. Hello. How goes it? Toodles BMR. Have a great weekend. Great rest of your weekend, man. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, lordy. I am totally not used to this on PC either. More strategy tips. So, figuratively, here is what I've been told. I'm not entirely certain how this will transpire. So, but figuratively, here's what I'm told: is if you can take this tower right here. Let me snag that. Thanks for the fish. And then jump up to these towers. If you can snag these right here, these three, in relatively every single area, you should be able to hold this with no problem. Now, that is what I am told. Granted, one of the people that told me this has like a full King's Gear account, so I don't exactly know how applicable that is to everybody. Um, um, for the most part, I try to hold at least two of these right here. It does not always happen. Like in this one, the fight would be way harder to like um, stroll all the way over to all of them. But that seems to be the key. Is if you can hold as many boost towers as possible, you will do fairly well. Now, again, I'm not entirely certain about that. Um, like, I'm not 100%. There is, like, way more to Battle for the Light than, like, a lot of other events. And again, the randomness does not seem to help. So, oh, you dirty. I'm just not going to say that word. Oh, for the love of God. That kills me every time. Thanks. For the love of Jesus. You march any slower. Ugh. Okay. Just kidding. That is like, that was like one of the weirdest changes to me, is that now you can get literally all of your slaughter points by losing all of your troops. I do not understand necessarily the equivocable amount of like, you get the same points for losing all of your troops than you do for killing someone's troops. Just personally, I don't get it. But, I mean, not my call. I guess, I mean, it makes it easier for people that can't necessarily hold towers to close their checkpoints. I, I just have no idea. Oh, that was like one of the weirdest changes to me. Um, Now, I would like absolutely hands down love it if we could get a like, you know, healing event to go with our Battle for the Light. That would be phenomenal. Like go ahead and just tack on the you know, boost the boost event on top of tack on like a healing event that gives us points purely for healing troops. That would be phenomenal. I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that, as I'm sure most of you would as well. Stupid March. I'm gonna lose it. Oh, see, told you. Oh my lord. So, figuratively, the strategy for this should be go straight up your center here, and then here, and here if you can, and then here, and then here, and here. That's just figuratively a good start. Like I said before, I don't really know how practical that is for most people. Um, like it is a massive amount of troops that are used. Um, like I'm kind of looking forward to that new event that is supposed to be similar to Helheim, just because hopefully that means it's an event I don't have to use a ton of troops for. Oh Lord. The only way I see this getting potentially worse is when everybody starts throwing around T9 for it. Just because, like, purely the amount of chaos is literal chaos is going to be absolutely insane. Oh my lord. I guess that's like the one plus thing to this event is I mean, yes, it is a huge amount of troops that are used, but I mean, we also get like a fair amount of like chaos elements and other stuff out of it. So, I'm not entirely certain how I feel about the whole thing, to be honest. Um, Most of the time, this is like purely a one and done for me. Oh, imagine that. All right. There's what my battle looks like. It's not exactly spectacular. I came in down at 7th. Just, yeah, good lord. Like, I feel like there just should be way more of a balance to this. But, again, like, not my call, not my development, etc., etc., etc. I mean, like, that is relatively normally way higher than I get. Most of the time I might get like one checkpoint in personal slaughter. But I don't normally like play this hard. So there is that. 1 second. Messaging the wife. Okay. So, like I said, normally, I mean, like, if I ever close Slaughter and Alfheim, without spending a ton of troops, I am going to be absolutely shocked. So, like, see, that's kind of where I'm at. It is like absolutely, it is like absolutely boring. It makes me want to take a nap. Um, I went through probably 17 billion T8 on that round. I had roughly 87 B. So 70 billion T8 is what I have left. So, I mean, about 17 is what I went through. Most people do not spend 17 to 20 billion T8 in a personal event like this. I mean, let me rephrase that. Outside of Jotunheim, most people do not spend 17 to 20 billion T8 like this. Oh, Lord. It does absolutely help with the chaos. That's like 5.2B. Yeah, see, exactly. I think the most that I've gone through during a battle for the light, aside from the 24-hour stream, I think the most I've gone through is about 22 to 23 billion. Um, like, so it's it's fairly comparable, to be honest. Um, 17 to 22, somewhere in there, would be like what I would consider normal, with my hike size, etc., etc. That does not mean I like spending that many T8 in one place. Um, but there is that. Tried this once before. I'm gonna try it again just for giggles. I'm gonna switch to like town stuff, town set. Oh, nice, Platroy. To be honest, like the achievements, I for the most part get them when I get them. I don't stress them. Um, like I know a lot of people do stress the achievements. Personally, I mean, I think it's a fun event. There's just some stuff that could be changed to make it, I don't know, slightly better, I feel. Um, I have seen people say that as well. Okay, here we go again. Good lord. See, a whole Asgard map for 15 players? Oh, man. That sounds like it could be nuts. Like, I mean, how would you do that one? Like, really, how would that work out? Just out of pure curiosity. How would that work? Oh, silly tapping. All right. Like, I think that would probably be absolute chaos and nuttiness. I don't know entirely how that would work. I mean, like, it would probably be fun. Um, or what I mean, somebody would consider a lot of fun. I'm not entirely certain how it would work. I just don't know. Ugh. Okay. Oh, I don't want T5. Good lord. Bad. Bad news bears. Oh, well then that yes. Like I mean, they stated at some point they were talking about like mini thrones of Jotunheim. I feel like that would still be kind of awesome. Um, like if they changed it to where like whoever holds the main throne in Jotunheim gets like um full king's gear, and then like if you hold a mini throne, or the secondary thrones, you get like one piece or like an achievement or something comparable like that. I feel like it could be really awesome. Um, I'm not entirely certain how that would necessarily pan out. Um, See, like, I mean, there could be an assortment of like fun tower hopping kind of events like Asgard, I think. That would be cool. Um forgot I held that. Whoopsies. Oh! Oh! Of all the times to be booted from the game, good lord. God! No idea what happened there. That was insane. At least it didn't like kick me from all the towers. Like nobody would like it if I sat here and cried on a stream. Oh my god. Lost it. I see. I just like I know my internet connection is relatively crap. So like there's no way honestly most of the time that I can blame anybody else than my internet server. So I mean don't get me wrong, there are a lot of things there's no sound. What do you mean no sound? It's got to be you. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. It's their sound. It's got to be you. Okay. Like like especially after being kicked from the game, I'm like, "Huh, maybe my internet is being crap." Oh, my lord. Maybe. I mean, I'm doing better with Steeg than I was with Rain, so I'm not saying that necessarily makes sense. I'm just saying it makes sense for now. Figuratively, yes. You would think that rain would be better for your troops as they are fortresses. Um, I have no idea why, to be honest. I've done Stieg a couple of times for ranged, and had way better luck personally. I honestly have no idea if this turns out to be one of those things of like these fortresses are not fortresses, they are unique locations. I might potentially lose my proverbial poop. um but try it. Just be honest, try it. Um I honestly like have always subscribed to like their fortresses, range should be used. Of course, range should be used with Asgard gear, but like I've tried several battles with Stieg, like troop specific shaman, and had way better luck with troop specific shaman and town gear, troop specific gear, than I have with Ubbas. I have no idea why. Again, like it could be because the battles are again random and I'm getting like different opponents every time, so I can't really like be like, oh hey, this is the end all beat all, this is what works. Because like there's just no way to absolutely tell that. But like honestly, um troop specific shaman seems, in my opinion, to do better for this. I do honestly not know why. I have no clue. I have fairly decent fortress runes. Um, and I mean, like the town skin I'm wearing is a fortress town skin, fortress temporary one. But for some reason, for some reason, um, troop specific shaman seems to work better. I have no idea why. No clue. None whatsoever. Of course, like if I use off troop types, that just makes it kind of like really suck. But for some reason, as I said, the troop specific seems to work better. I do not understand it. It shouldn't work better. Um, but it does. So figuratively, like the strategy for this should be like it was when I first began this round. Here, these two, middle, and then like these two or these two. Trouble is, of course, if you lose it, then you're kind of scrambling for other stuff. But that figuratively seems to be a relatively working strategy for me, at least. Um, like the more bonus towers that you can hold, of course, the higher your chances of getting the Lord of Towers achievement is. Oops, I'm out of food. Oh well. I literally can't understand how some of you will play this more than one round. One round is generally about all I've got. Um, I cannot do this multiple rounds. Um, I mean, like 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds. Just like I can't do it. When it first, when Battle for the Light first came out, I was hands down about like, okay, let me try to get as many of these rounds in as I can. I think I did like a total of like 6 or 7 in a day, and just said no more. I can't do it. And then I did that 24-hour stream, um, and in reality, it was like 18-hour stream. Anyways, it was like an 18 and a half hour stream. Um, it like just at that point, it ceases to be strategy anymore for me and starts just being like a grueling uphill climb that makes me want to just lay down and somewhat die. Oh man, Lord Almighty. It is one of those events that either you like or you absolutely cannot stand. I think it would be kind of cool to have like a clan event or a team event like this where you could do like, where like you could pick some people to be on like a team, um, and you could do it that way. I think that would be really kind of awesome. Like, build your team, pick your Vikings, and just like kind of like coordinate towers together. I think that would be really cool. Um, doesn't mean necessarily it would be troop friendly. I think it would probably be even worse at that point. Yeah, see, like 3 people. That I don't know. I mean, it would make things definitely more equal and even. I'm not entirely certain like how well that would work. Just because at that point it's less holding towers or less fighting for towers if everybody just stays to like their own corner. I don't know. Like the 15 on 15 is kind of a little seems like a little much. That's probably where we get most of our troop usage from. To be honest, is the fact that it's like 5 on 5 on 5, and there's no set teams. It's not like if you have the same starting point, you're not fighting for literally the same exact towers, because you are. So, I don't know. There's some things that could be done differently. Overall, I like the event. Just gonna go ahead and throw that out there. I generally like the event. Um, I'm not a fan necessarily of the troop usage that the event has, but I generally like it. Like I am plausibly okay saying that. There are parts of it that are boring that make me want to take a nap just because it seems extremely repetitive. Um, but overall, I generally like the event. They didn't pay me. Goodness, you guys didn't even pay me. Oh, and by the time I went to sleep, by the time I logged off and took like that what was supposed to be like an hour-long nap, I'd been up for 28 and a half hours, I think. Like I'd been awake for 28 and a half hours. Like I made absolutely no money on that stream. And literally was up for way longer than I should have been. Like it was crazy. But I mean, getting paid for it, that wouldn't be that bad. Honestly. But like I feel like I would cease to enjoy it as much as I do if I was getting paid for it, to be honest. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Vikings War of Clans. Like I love the game, love the premise, love the community. Not saying I'm not without my complaints or things I would like done differently, but overall, I mean, I generally like it. So like that being said, if I was getting paid for it, I feel like then I would cease to like it. Because at that point it would be like, "Oh, well, now I'm doing this for money." So, for some reason in my brain that would translate into I cannot enjoy this anymore. I'm not saying that makes sense. I'm just saying like that is how my brain would interpret that. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That makes perfect sense. To be honest, like the amount of shards gone through by streamers is just kind of crazy. Hello. Lost it. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. I feel like I don't feel like it would work out well, to be honest, for me. Um, I do it because I enjoy it. More or less, like I enjoy the community with you guys and the streaming. I think like if I was getting like if there was no need, like if I lost the battle and I got my soul shards just bam instantly handed back to me, I feel like somehow it would necessarily like kind of lose its appeal. So I don't know. Hmm. I came in second. That's not bad. It's not too bad. Okay. Your achievements? Yeah. Here, Platroy. Blade Master! These are Platroy's achievements. Dominator 2, Lord of Towers 6, Destroyer 1. Yeah, Destroyer 1. Those are his achievements. Actually, fairly good. You should be proud of those, Platroy. Alrighty. Okay, so here's my battle for the light. 12 out of 15. Um, not like anything absolutely amazing. Um, mean, I got at least 11 checkpoints out of that. Not absolutely horrible. And then of course Slaughter, 14, almost 15. Whew. Still, well, when that updates, I mean, I might go up, but it's going to depend on how many of these people also are continuing rounds. Those were the only rounds I signed up for. 2 rounds total of 37 billion. So 37 billion T8 in 2 rounds. Like, I don't know. To be honest, like, troop specific shaman. So if you look at this right here, you guys have to try this and let me know how it works. But if you look at this right here, first battle, I used Abba, obviously Fort or Asgard gear, and I used Rain Shaman with Asgard gear, Abba's gear on Hero, and also Fortress Town Skin. I did not switch Town Skins the second one. I probably should have. But I came in like 7th. 31k points. Second one, I switched to troop specific shaman. I switched to Rain, or I mean, I switched to Stieg with troop specific gear on Hero, like, so basically town gear, and I got 226k points. So now, like, I personally have seen this a couple of times where my troop specific gear and my troop specific shaman do better than fortress gear and Rain. Try it. It's so hard to figure out, considering the fact that, like, there are different matchups. It's different per every matchup to how you do. But, like, yes, basically my Raven Shaman set, like, there's a huge difference. 36k points the first one, 226k the second. I don't know if that was because the opponents were different. I don't know. Like, literally, the only thing that switched was my gear. All my bonuses, my Asir, all of that was the same. I mean, so it's like, I don't know. Try it. Try it and tell me what you think. Let me know. Try it and write it in the comments of this live. I am curious. Like, obviously, you know, write it in the comments of this live once the live is done. I will try to, like, schedule another Battle for the Light at some point, and do, like, video-wise about it, so where I can break it down, in a strategy. I was kind of planning on using this for that, but here I am, like, talking over all the video footage, so it's not gonna matter. Oh, Lord. But yes, like I said, try it. Try it and let me know what you think. It is crazy. Like I said, how much of a difference between this right here at 31k and this right here at 226k, and literally the only thing that changed was my shaman and my, well, I mean, obviously my shaman set and my hero set. That's it. All the other boosts, bonuses, and everything's that I had activated stayed the exact same. So it's just kind of interesting and odd. I've noticed this through several different battles that have been relatively with the same results. I just kind of wanted to show you guys something a little different today. As far as strategy goes, the way that battles work, like I said, if you can work, like, up the middle, generally you will have a better chance than if you work along the sides. Again, that's all kind of like, I feel that's kind of relative. I'm not entirely 100% certain on that. Exactly. The matchup is very different. But like I said, I've seen better results using troop-specific shaman and troop-specific gear repetitively. It's not just this matchup that changed that. I have seen it across multiple matchups. So try it and let me know what you think. Just humor me and try it, or don't. It's up to you. It's just something that I've noticed a couple of times doing it, and I don't necessarily understand. Like I've said before, I don't necessarily understand if it's the matchup or if it's the if it is actually the gear. I don't know. Good morning, buddy. Oh Lord, okay. Real quick. Fury results. I hope you guys all had awesome, amazing Furies. This was ours. Ret 4.6 trillion, quadrillion points. K135, which was RUX at 3.7 quadrillion. K542 came in at 1.6 quadrillion. And K925 at 70 trillion. Wu-Tang. Was a nice Fury. Was awesome. Was fun. It was relatively chill and relaxed for the most part. I hope you guys had amazing Furies as well. That's kind of all I got for the day. If you guys can, please. Yes, we will do a battle royale. Absolutely. One moment. Let me size some stuff differently. Whoop. Bam. Please, if you guys can, check out the links. Berserkr Bones, membership and merch shop. Your one-stop shop for all things Bones. All things Berserk, I should say. Merch, memberships, and more is all there. I'm looking at possibly creating some more designs and some other stuff. So if you guys have feedback on any of that, let me know. The memberships link directly to Discord, so you can join the members-only Discord chat. And then the GoFundMe. We are $800 away, roughly, from paying off all streaming devices to keep the fun going, or to keep the streams going. $800 left out of that whole thing, and then the GoFundMe can disappear, and you guys will never have to listen to me talk about it again. Anyways, quick battle royale, since it has been requested. Bam. Oh, Lord Almighty. Yeah, they did. Honestly, it was kind of odd. I don't know. Maybe they had some stuff going on. I have no idea if there was like holidays for some of them or what. But it was definitely weird. I expected almost tougher competition in Fury. But I mean, like, the fact is like Rhett is almost like 5 to 20 times the size of most of them. So whoever wins this, I will triple the reward. CG! Congratulations. There we go. Anyways. Oh, they did? Okay, well then that makes perfect sense. Alright, anyways. Thank you guys for chilling with me today. Have an awesome and great, phenomenal rest of your week. I will be live again Thursday. Should be Thursday. I might also maybe work on a video. Anyways, try the shaman thing. Honestly, try defending in Battle for the Light like you are defending a Raven Tower. And let me know. Drop it in the comments and let me know what you guys think. See if your results are the same as mine, if you do better. Or if you do worse. Let me know either way. It would be nice to have like kind of a baseline to see kind of what's up. Anyways, thank you guys for the support. I will see you guys around in the community and on the next live stream. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you have great, awesome weather, get out in it. Touch some grass. Have a great CVC. And I will see you guys around. Thanks for watching.